Aries, this is Luciani. I am here to give you your tarot advice for December 17th to December 23rd, 2018. Thank you so much for joining this channel. If you like this channel, please click and subscribe and send a like, say hey, leave a comment. So let's get right into it. Aries, what is your energy for this week, December 17th to December 23rd, 2018? What is your spirit guides? What is your spirit guides wanting for you to know? Aries, December 17th to December 23rd, 2018. Aries, what's going on in my baby's lives? Someone I feel like there's some sort of slowdown. And okay, let's see here. We was starting off here reading with the Four of Earth. Four in traditional tarot is ruled by the Emperor, which is Aries, right? You guys are all about physical starts to any endeavors, which is whether it's new love, whether it's an idea that comes into fruition, whether it is a relationship, something that has to be completed. That's Emperor's duty, the physical manifestations. And here we have the Four of Earth in the reverse. This could mean a couple of different things. We don't want to be too serious in our environment, right? Whether this is something that you want to materialize, if this is spending maybe too much, maybe excessive ambition. This can also mean, I would suggest, really honing in what it is, what projects you want to start with. You might feel like there's some sort of setbacks or obstacles that are going on, and in the meantime, like, you are using that beautiful fire energy, which you're using your courage, your tenacity, your impulsiveness, your speed, your fortitude, all of these things that you feel like you're doing, but you have this in your present moment, whereas there's some sort of clash that's going on. That clash, I'll get more into it in terms of your reading, but so far, there's some sort of illusion. And this ties up with the moon right here in the center of your reading. Some sort of illusion that you might be under that's hindering this peace, this inspiration for peace. This is some sort of, something's not pure enough for you. Something's not pure enough for you. Something that you believe that was pure, or something so inspirational or brings you peace, isn't that at all. There's, in your reading, I see that there's some sort of disillusionment here. It comes up, in your present and to finish off your actual reading, some sort of illusion or some sort of like real melancholy, sad feelings that are occurring that you believe that is taking your abundance away. This is 10 of Earth. If this is right, this is abundance. This is wealth. This is a wealth card. And what's probably going on is that what you feel like you're tidying up, there's some sort of loss of inheritance, that, or a chance of it. There could be some sort of family misfortune, or someone robbing or gambling too much. I also can see that You know, maybe some sort of excessive spending is causing some sort of loss. Or don't gamble too much money, don't spend too much money. The spirit guides is asking you, use your earth energy, using that earth energy to your basically, I would say balance your books, balance your checkbooks. You know, because you're talking about, you know, earthly structures here. You're talking about prudence, determination, being meticulous, pragmatic, being assured, also having some sort of restraint. So maybe restraining yourself from some overindulgence that could have are starting to eat at some kind of fortune that you've had, or if there's a chance of possibly losing it if that occurs. That could be for some of you. For others, it seems like you're in some sort of an illusion that is how can I put this? I would say there's some sort of something that you want to come into play. There could be some sort of rust that has to happen. I think you're running at top speed, but it's not really materializing the way you want it to materialize. And it's causing some sort of like, okay, I have to kind of be precautious. Using precautiousness. Also, like I said, with this energy, with earth energy in your spirit guide sector, there's some sort of like, you know, being restraint, some sort of restraint that has to come on. This could also be a relationship. You might be feeling like someone was here to give you an offer of peace and inspiration, but they're actually, you're an illusion of it. It's actually causing so many challenges that are not, like, really not helping you start up with the things that you need to start up with. Also, with the Ten of Fire, you might, in the reverse, you might be feeling like the battle isn't the burden. You might be feeling like you want to, let's say, you want to lift the burden off you. You're trying to figure out some sort of burden, or for some Aries, this could even possibly be some sort of either a lawsuit that you recently lost that took away yours abundance, or some sort of family inheritance. It has maybe something to either do with overspending, being excessive, or not really realizing the reality or the situation for what it was. And there was some sort of restraint that needed to occur. And there's also precautions that need to be taken in order for some sort of loss to either occurred or it's going to occur. So please be really mindful of any occurrences that are going on, and using restraint so that it doesn't really like hinder you. That's in terms of general. If this is your love sector, this could possibly some sort of treachery that occurs, some sort of someone misplaced your trust. You felt like there was some sort of an illusion of someone who they were someone, but they're really not, or someone felt this way about you. You believe that you were someone that they don't even know, like, you know, now they're seeing the real you, and you're realizing, hey, like, okay, now the masks are off. I see you who you are, and I need rest. You know, I'm in a situation where you feel like it's just too much, where you have to rest, and now you might be feeling like, I need to separate from this person. They are really getting in the way of the abundance that I have made for myself. Now you're if this was in the upright, this lets you know some contracts that are being successful, but this, it's like either some sort of excessive spending, or it's just not coming into fruition for you. I'm going to clarify these cards so that you can get a bit better understanding of possibly what's going on, because there's a lot of obstacles here that are occurring, and you're feeling like there's some sort of death that needs to happen. When we say death, this could possibly be a death of an idea, death of a relationship, something that has to, and you're recalling on it. Your subconscious is thinking like, I'm either feeling so sad, there's a really sadness here because someone has caused some illusions in your life that, yeah, and well, okay, so this makes perfect sense. It's coming out exactly how it needs to come out. So at the very end of it, there is going to be very quick messages that are coming in. That's where you're starting to see the illusions come off. You're also seeing that that there's a loss here. There's a loss of some sort of family member that, or it could be a loss of a loved one, a separation, loss of possible like separating of the home, and it's now at this point where you have to unbound yourself. You have to find the courage to unbound yourself. This is literally coming up in also in your time sector. There's an opportunity for you to get out, and you have to use your fire energy, your courage. Your courage, Aries, you are courageous. You are the most I love y'all. Y'all my ride or dies. I love y'all. I love my Aries friends. And at the 9 of air, it's letting you know that yes, it's saying you better be careful, because this person who is acting like they are really someone isn't. The illusion is off, and now you're seeing that there's a lot of pressures on you. This could also mean let's say, there's some sort of failure, some sort of suffering. I've got to admit, I'm seeing some sort of death of a loved one, a death of a relationship, and you know that at the end of the day, like, there's a decision that has to be made. Decision whether or not, hey, do I leave this person alone or not, or like, what kind of decisions do I have to make? And because it is hurting my bottom line, it's hurting my wealth, my health, and there's just so many different disputes and settlements and useless efforts. You could be talking to a Leo or another fire sign, Sagittarius, or another Aries, or you could or air sign, I'm sorry, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. But I'm just seeing a lot of fire here. It seems like you're dealing with some sort of fire sign or air sign that you have to oh my God, you have to get away from them. It just seems like at the end of the day, when you do that, you'll find your peace again. You'll be able to get to that point in your life where I guess you can understand who yourself is again. Right now you're in so many different sadness and sorrow. It just seems like you're being tortured, or some sort of loss of freedom. You might be feeling like you can't be free in a situation. I see an imbalance. I see give me a second, because at the end of the day, you probably felt that this individual or yourself was like charitable, spiritual, strong, sensitive to pain to others, just very cooperative. But that's an illusion. That was a false prophet. You see this? That's a false prophet. And this mutual understanding that you would like to have is causing you a loss of your fortune. That could be your health, Aries, your freedoms, since this is earth energy. This could be possibly like some sort of, it's hurting you in a material realm. And you gotta like be restrained. You gotta restrain yourself from this useless efforts. Whatever useless efforts that you feel like you're putting forth, I think at this point you might need to restrain yourself from it or release yourself. The point of reference here is literally unchain yourself from this this big obstacle that's causing you sadness. And you know that because the messages are really coming in for you very quickly. And you know something is really needing to be free, and it seems like it's you, because it's leaving you really, really sad. So if this doesn't resonate with some Aries, you know, you can always book a personal reading with me. But if this was with you guys, I would say just spirit advice, try to release, use your pragmatic energy, using your sound mind and practical mind, and ask yourself, is this someone or something, whether it's a job or endeavor or a relationship, they're really hurting my spirit. I see the illusions. What do I do? Okay, so this is your energy for this week. If you like it, subscribe and drop me a comment, and I'll see you guys for this week. This just be this week's energy, guys. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye.